Things go dark. You smell the brine and the rot. The familiar cold of the locker.
You bring me to all the nicest places.
What can I say? I'm a gentleman.
Do I see him?
You see him as you always see him, as a figure that looks so intensely familiar, and you know exactly what he looks like, but the second you blink, the second you look away, the visage leaves your mind.
What else do I see in the locker? Anything else?
Yeah, you are in a general cell. There is a stone bed. There is you could as you look out. There's more stone and metal covered in various sea filth. Tell that you're probably not alone.
Do I hear other people around me, or?
In the distance, you hear various lamentations.
Huh. Why is it always... Never mind. Well, now that I have you here, how much do you watch? How involved? I'm in a bit of a sticky situation.
Oh, I keep a close eye on all my friends.
Okay, so you know. I'm sorry I tried to implicate you in a plan that didn't work out particularly well. But hopefully they find it. And hopefully they just sail away. I don't imagine why they wouldn't. If they find it. But now that I have you here, or rather you have me here, I suppose is more accurate, I have a question and a proposition.
Go on.
Why were you there when I died? Why wasn't Iona there? I wasn't anywhere near the water.
That's a better question for him than me, why he wasn't there. I was there because I have great hopes for you.
Why? I served your rival for a decade.
Yes, and I saw that. And I don't think you ever got a fair shake. I don't think he treated you well. And then when he used you up and threw you aside, I figured you needed a friend.
And you needed a lackey?
I needed what I needed.
Was it the same with Rail?
No, I got involved with Rail at a very, very young age. His formative years. Rail is special.
Yes.
But you know that.
I haven't given my boy a fair shake. The proposition. I am in a pickle. I don't want to die here. I don't think my crew is coming back for me. Why would they? Skysong takes every opportunity to mock me. Garrett thinks me a child. Oslo, I'm sure she'll find someone else to latch onto. Barnabas, he's a man for the menagerie. I'm sure he'll do whatever in the best interest of the proprietor. And Rail.
He'll
be okay. I need to get out. So I have a proposition. You like deals.
I do.
I have one for you.
Interesting.
I need you to help me. I need you to use whatever kind of deep magics, to godly abilities you have to get me out of here. And in exchange, you get a day. One day, dawn to dawn, of our mutual agreement of my life. To do whatever you want. And considering the fact that I think I'm about to die, I think that's the best opportunity you're going to get. Rail told me what you want.
A day? What can I do in a day?
Depends on where we are.
Counter-proposing.
Go on.
I will, irrevocably, I will definitely, I will certainly need 15 minutes. Now. It's the only way I'll be able to get you out.
15 minutes.
15 minutes of time for Peregrine. Time, well, as Peregrine. I will use that time to dispatch your foes and remove you from the predicament in which you find yourself. And then as far as my day, well, I want tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Beginning at dawn.
I was hoping to have a bit of a nasty surprise for you. It doesn't give me a lot of time to plan. I suppose I could work something out with the rum I have on me. I want you to have a hangover.
Interesting.
I want you to have a hangover, Davy Jones. I want to get plastered before you take over my body. I don't want it to be pleasant for you.
Sure. I think I can still work with that. It's very refreshing for someone to be so forthcoming with their double dealings in the middle of negotiations.
I've died twice. Probably more than that. I feel like I don't have a lot to lose. 15 minutes.
15 minutes now.
And the day tomorrow.
24 hours beginning at dawn.
Deal.
Deal. Oh, little bird, you're going to fly so high.
Don't put it like that. I'm at the top of the building right now. I think I was. Can't fly.
And you see what happens next through your own eyes, but with no autonomy. It is vicious. It is ruthless, and it is terrifying. As your body leaps to its feet, surrounded by guards, obviously distraught at what has happened, and you see your hand gesture out to them as water begins to fill their lungs and burble out of their mouth as they drown where they stand and fall to the ground. Simon pulls a rapier from his side. What are you? Oh, poor thing. A voice that's not yours leaves your mouth. And with a flick of your wrist, his neck snaps and he falls to the ground, twitching. And then you begin to casually stroll out of this aqueduct, out of this room, and into the main office, where you see two men. One you don't recognize, but wearing a very elaborate golden half-mask. You can assume this is Cigarette. And then you see the jackal. They seem to be on edge. They're on guard. They don't know what's happened in the other room, but they don't like the sound of it. And an immense wave rushes out from your very body, around your feet, around your hands, just water, and it fills this room, and it pushes out towards these two men who barely have time to react. The jackal is grabbed by some tentacle, some eldritch kraken grabs him and wraps him up. And Cigarette, well, the unrelenting force of the water crashes against the large glass windows behind him, and he is pushed outwards as they shatter, unable to scream in the water as he falls to his death. And the water is gone. Well, mostly gone. You can hear a drip, 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 as we see the jackal suspended, being closed and wrapped around this large tentacle, struggling to get free. And then time seems to stop. I didn't really need the full 15 minutes. I just wanted to make a counter-proposal. You see, Peregrine, you've given me a day tomorrow. And do you know what I'm going to do with it?
I hope it's not a repeat performance.
Oh, it will be much worse. I'm going to visit death and destruction on anyone who's ever so much as given you a smile or a kind word. Your crew. Oh, how your captains failed them again, Rail. Poor Rail. He'll be so happy to see you. The menagerie? All of the alliance of Rombius who find themselves on it, I will sink it to the deepest depths. Now, that old Ruby and that old Diamond, I'm sure they'll give me a fight, but, well, on the sea, they won't stand much of a chance. You see, I'm going to destroy everything. And then it'll be yours again. You can have the shambles. Or, counter-proposal for Captain Peregrine Tern. See the jackal here. You hate the jackal. I'm not going to do anything to him. In a few moments, my 15 minutes will be up, and you'll have until the dawn. I suggest you pull your trusty knife from your priest pack and draw it across his throat. Now that will involve you taking a life, and as such, your life will be forfeit. Which is, as I'm sure you're aware, not exactly a pleasant experience from what you've endured so far. It will be like this, but forever. When I'm in your skin, you will not have the limits of mortality. I will continue to do what I please forever, and you will be my constant companion. But you have my word as a maker of deals. I will not harm anyone that you care about. Your crew, the folks at the menagerie, they will be safe. I will leave them be. This is the decision that you must make. And I don't envy you it.
Why?
Well, it should be no surprise to you what I've wanted all along. I need a vessel.
If I kill this man now, When do you take my life?
When he draws his last breath.
What time is it?
It's late into the evening. I would say in Earth terms, about 11 p.m.
I know what I have to do. Jones. So we wait for your 15 minutes to be up.
Very much so. Is there anything you'd like me to do in the intro? Fix your hair, maybe?
No.
If you'd like, I can go ahead and put the knife into position. That way it won't really be your fault when it falls, when you take control. That would make you feel better.
I don't think that's particularly that's not a loophole I think you'd accept, is it?
Oh, no. What I thought it just might make you feel better. I'm not a bad person, Peregrine. I don't want to cause you undue duress.
You just want to kill every person who matters to me.
No, I specifically don't want to do that. I want you to kill the jackal.
I have no guarantee if I do that you won't then enact your plan otherwise. Anyway, what do you have against this man?
I don't care about I know you don't like him, and I thought it would be easier for you. I could have had you kill Sidred if you'd prefer. It's kindness, really.
No, it's not. It's not kindness. Do not mistake my fidelity for piety. I know what I have to do, and you can just stand there for a few minutes longer.
Yeah, well, I think I'll sit, though. And he pulls a washed chair aside and sets it up and sits down. He's just tapping his fingers out.
I don't say anything for the next few minutes.
And your fingers stop tapping as you once again have agency and control over your body.
The moment I feel that I am going to start rifling through this desk, I am looking for quill, ink, and paper.
You're able to find it.
Is the jackal free, or is he still being restrained?
He's still bound.
Is he unconscious?
At this point, we'll say yes, because I don't feel like doing his voice. It's very taxing on me.
That's fair. Okay. Take the ink and the quill, and in a very shaky hand, write, I, Captain Peregrine Tern, hereby turn over full control and command of the Hope, formerly known as the Despair, to Barnabas, formerly known as the Bloody Baron. Period. Under that, remember your servant. Period. Signed, Peregrine Tern. Jones.
Yes.
You made a deal. We had a contract. You made a deal with Captain Peregrine Tern.
Mm-hmm.
I insisted. I am no longer the captain.
You think that matters? Was this your last ditch effort to try to get out of our deal? No, Peregrine. You agreed to that deal with your soul, with who you are. And if that's Captain Peregrine Tern, then it's quite a soul, but no title switch is going to alter that.
Names of power and all that.
Titles less so.
It was worth a shot. I'm going to rip up the page I have just written on and pull out another.
Okay. I hereby legally change my name.
No. No.
to Perry Tern.
To Perry Tern. I'd like to be known as Osprey now.
Oh.
It's a different seabird.
Seagull Tern.
I'd like to change my name to Tern. I am two birds and they're the same one.
Son of a bitch, that's the only thing that could break our contract. Double turn.
Oh, how the turn turns. Oh, how the turns have turned. Okay. On this paper, I write out, as well as I can recall, the exact conversation I have just had with Davy Jones.
Okay. So you get it pretty close.
Cool. With, like, everything, what he's planning on doing with the day, why I bartered the day, etc., etc.
Sure.
Very bottom. I'm sorry. Signed, Peregrine Tern. I fold it up. I put it in my priest pack. And then I turn to the jackal. Still suspended in the air by a tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put him on the ground?
I can't. Unfortunately, I don't have very much control there anymore.
Can I put him on the ground?
You can try. Use your warlock powers.
I would like to put him on the ground!
You do,
Gently.
yeah. You
Gently.
take control of the tentacle and you lay him gently upon the ground.
Cool. I would like to... I don't have my bag on me, probably. Are there curtains?
Not anymore.
Is there anything, like, fabric-wise that I can cut up to tie him up with?
Yeah. You're able to crack the code. You grab the chair that David Jones was sitting on and its nice cushion and you rip it up and you turn it into...
Cool. I'm going to tie up the jackal.
Okay, you've done that.
And I'm going to put him in the room where the wellspring was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go to the elevator and leave. And if I am unaccosted, I would like to make my way to the Hope.
Sure.
Am I unaccosted, or does someone try to stop me as I'm going through the casino?
No, I would say more or less you're unaccosted.
Okay. Are Barnabas and Rail there?
Yes.
Okay. But no one else? Is anyone else from the... We're playing fuddy-duddy with time, I know.
I gotta say no.
Okay. So I walk up the gangplank. And I go to my room, and I get my big old bottle of rum and 3 cups. And I would like to call them together and ask them if they would like a drink.
Sure, yeah.
I hope. Well, I imagine that the others will be here fairly soon. And I hope they have succeeded in getting the wellspring. I take a big old drink of my drink. in case I'm otherwise indisposed for any reason, make your way back to the menagerie and complete the next missions, etc., etc.
Perry, are you okay? What happened? You don't seem well.
I just got a bit thrown about in trying to get the wellspring. I didn't end up getting it, but I threw it down the drain, so hopefully that works out favorably. I don't expect I'll be back here tonight. So, drink up.
Rail is going to reach out and take your hand in his. We'll be here when you get back.
You can't be. You won't be, and you shouldn't be. I'll be around. It'll be okay, I promise.
Why don't I believe you?
Because I'm a bad liar? Rail, at dawn, you will die. And everyone else on the ship. And presumably as many people as my little legs can carry me to. And I can't let that happen. That was going to backfire very badly for me, but I will not let that happen. I made a deal with Jones. Another one. To get me out. That's all I can tell you.
How can I help?
I'm gonna look at Barnabas. Can we have a moment?
Yes, Captain. Of course.
I pull the dagger out of my belt and hand it to Rail. Can you kill me? Right now. Please.
What? No. Why are you saying this?
I pull out the letter that I had transcribed and hand it to him. I don't think I can make it through that without crying. So read for yourself.
He opens the letter and reads it. I see.
So my first brilliant plan backfired. And my second brilliant plan didn't work. So now my third brilliant plan is to try and do lacerites on myself. And to maybe end up with my family in the afterlife. But I don't know if even that will count as taking a life. And then I will have to watch as hundreds of people die on my own hands. But at least you all will be safe.
He takes his hand and he wipes away your tears, and he goes, Perry, it's really going to be okay. I've been doing this for a while, and I know a way out. You have till dawn, right?
Yes.
I want you to stay right here. Don't drink any more rum. That's a bad call. Don't do that. Just sit right here. I'll be back. We're going to get you out of this. Just stay.
How?
It's an ancient rite. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while.
I squeeze his hand back. Don't give up anything.
No, of course not. I'm not. I made my deal. I'm not making it anymore.
How can I can't. What are you going to do?
I have to go get some supplies.
Okay.
Just sit tight. I'll be back. And as he gets up to walk away, he pauses in the door to your captain's quarters, and he turns around and he goes, Peregrine, Tern.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
And he leaves. And that's where we'll end this episode.
Oh gosh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, okay. Oh. Are we plugging anything?
Nah, we don't need to do all
Just
that.
Fade to Black, okay. I don't think I can talk about Patreon like this. I can't talk about Patreon under these conditions. Okay. Well, dear listeners, I love you. Goodbye.
We love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
We see him. Braille. He makes a lonely march up through the town and into the fortress. The entire time, a voice reassures him that he's doing the right thing. He comes to his first hurdle trying to get to the second floor. He doesn't have a pass. The voice, it says that it'll take care of him. So he walks forward. He becomes invisible. He becomes a shade, a shadow. No one stops him. He makes his way through the second floor, egged on by a friendly voice. He makes it to the third floor. No longer a shadow, no longer concealed. The magic washing off of him. You can see the elevator. There's no guard. No one has realized what has happened above yet. So he takes it, shaking, but all the while encouraged by a voice. He steps out of the elevator and knows where to go. It was all written down for him. He walks into the aqueduct behind the hidden bookcase door, and he sees it, tied loosely, working against his restraints. Hello there, young sir. I am in a bit of a predicament. If you could be so kind as to help me out, I would certainly appreciate it. As he gestures with his tied hands, Rail swallows hard. You're a piece of shit. You're a bastard. And you've hurt my friends. I don't know if that means you deserve to die, but I can't think of a better candidate right now, and I don't have very long, so... He produces a dagger, unfamiliar to his hand, but one that has done this job before. And he speaks to the voice. Well, here we go. And he draws the dagger across the jackal's throat as he protests and screams. But eventually the strength and the voice leave him. You see Rail drop the dagger, close his eyes, and wait. You see him smile. A wicked curved thing. And we see him open two bright green eyes.